be liking my flavor, I think it's cause.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Come on, man. Let's go. Ready?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run the counter. McFarland. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they... believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
2nd and 10. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Watch the twins.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Break. 55. Pilot, 64. Wait. Switch.
To throw from his end zone. Costello open here, Adam Thielen. He's at the 50. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This is Spiller. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play call, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have...
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
So that first quarter touchdown does much more than just give them momentum. I mean, this is probably going to go a long way towards erasing what's gone down with them in the last couple of games where they lost both of them.
Yeah, they were struggling going into the open week. Maybe that open week came at a good time.
Sometimes you just have to get away, right? I wonder if they just took the whole philosophy of take the week, get out of here, let's come back and regroup fresh.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now first and goal. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Jones has it. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. These two teams all tied after one.
Down. 10-2 start. Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Check 3. Check. Bridgestone travel. Check 4. Check. Hey, echo.
On 3rd and 2, Costello. The open man is Smith. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Irv Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd of the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for Moore. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's Jacobs. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
He's coming. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, McFarland. All the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now Spiller. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
70, Indy. 6-6, pull it high.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Herb Smith Jr. on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Jaguars have scored again, so they are in the driver's seat big time in that one. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. He's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Dolphins. 47 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And this one completes a read. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll bring them back within 4. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They run with Spiller. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
Let's go, defense.
On third down, Costello. Cooper's got him. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Costello looking deep in the direction of Coop. This is caught inside the 15. Give him 32 on the play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Ready? 50, plant. Watch it, I got you. I got Bravo. Pilot, 64, wait. Switch it, go.
Here's Spiller. A gain of 3, second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
I got him.
Looking to throw on second down. Costello. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
Let's go now.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Topper, now.
Back to throw. Costello. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Again on the ground, again it's Spiller. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And caught by Cooper. Touchdown, Buffalo. Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Given 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. They'll look to throw, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and with it, they're back within a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Costello, complete. Smith has it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Toss play to Spiller. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And now the rookie's free. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point right down the middle. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now from Jacksonville. And we're seeing an extension of the lead by the Jags. They're up pretty big. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
80 weapon. Hey, Haywood.
Looking to throw. Costello looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The end result, 21 yards.
Mike 59. Danny.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Tight end right. 4 down. Alert.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back to throw. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Now he steps away. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. They'll run on first down. McFarland, and able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. It's caught. Cooper.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Again, they run it with Spiller. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Leo. Ready?
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Costello. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.